The Yaqui call themselves Yoeme, meaning people, or Hiaki, the people of the Hiak Vatwe. The Yaqui River, which brought abundance to our southern homeland, the Yaqui people have maintained a strong presence throughout the Sonoran Desert of North America and surrounding areas for millennia. Through the oral histories passed down from the elders and intertribal stories of trade and social networks, they recognize the journey of their elders throughout the region. Dr. Karl Hoerig is the Tribal Historic Preservation Officer of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe. Dr. Hoerig talks about the history of the Juan Bautista de Anza National Historic Trail and how it was used by the Yaqui and other indigenous groups long before the Spaniards traveled this historic route.
Liasin Chimaniavuk at Jamalea, Inepo Karl Hoerig Thea. Good morning, my name is Karl Hoerig. I have the great pleasure to serve as the Tribal Historic Preservation Officer for the Pascua Yaqui Tribe. The Pascua Yaqui Tribe is happy to welcome visitors to come and learn about Yaqui culture and history, to visit the museum at Old Pascua. Also visit Yoeme Museum here at Pascua Pueblo. In terms of the Anza Trail itself, that is what was a really heavily used transportation corridor by the Hiaki ancestors, moving back and forth through the region. The Santa Cruz River here in what's now Arizona was the location of Hiaki settlements, communities for many hundreds of years, extending all along the area that the Anza party traveled. And so the idea that it became a trail with Anza, of course, is ridiculous. It was a major transportation route. And it continued to the north and to the west. We have traditions of Yaqui people traveling and living well into what's now California, as well as Arizona. And so there is no doubt that Hiaki people were involved in communicating with and probably providing information and guidance to Anza and his party as they moved through the area. And so it's I don't know what to say other than that it is an ancient Hiaki and another indigenous community route that was used for many hundreds of years before the Spaniards arrived and before those colonists made their way through this area. This is a land that Hiaki ancestors and their neighbors and relatives from many other cultural traditions have lived in for many hundreds and thousands of years, and that we need to be aware of and celebrate the fact of the indigenous and original peoples that were here and continue to be here, and the way that their hospitality really made it possible for the colonizers to come through and to make their way through this part of the world.